Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Evil Genius 2. As this is our beautiful little island base, huh? And we're just getting started with this thing. It's going pretty well so far. We've got some visitors. We've had repetitive visitors, and we will continue to have repetitive visitors pretty much throughout this entire thing. Looks like we got some more agents potentially coming in here to check out on us. And also take a look at this. Optional objectives. We have rewards we can claim, which is good because we need some money. So as these optional objectives become cleared and as you do them, you'll earn bonus money as long as you hit collect reward. Now, the cool thing about the fact that you have to manually collect it, you might think, well, what would be a situation in which I wouldn't want to collect more money, right? Like, why not just have this auto-complete and auto-pay me? Well, remember, we have a vault capacity, and if our vault is full and we complete one of these, we don't necessarily want to hit the collect button or have it auto-collect because then we won't get any money. Our vault is full. So by doing this, it allows you to choose when you collect the money. And I actually like that. So now we're up to 18 grand, and that means that our training, our valet trainer is going to actually get built. It takes 10,000 for that. Now, I'm going to have some staff that really want to break, like staff room. This person right here wants a staff room. Their morale is going to go down as they don't get a break. So take a look at this one here too. Their morale is dropping too, and they need a break room. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to come over here, and we're going to put a break room right here, way over on this side of the base. And you'll see why I'm doing it like this in a second, but need to make sure I don't make it too big. It just needs to be big enough to hold. Actually, you know what? We could probably just make the whole thing open like this, but it needs to be big enough to hold one of these things. The EGTV. Here we go. We can put this right here.
Warning, not enough power to power this build order.
And I'll make this a little bit smaller. It doesn't need to be big. It just has to hold that, okay? Now, it says there's not enough power to do this. So actually, before we build this, I'll go ahead and just have them make the room itself. But we're going to come over here, and we want to drop additional power because we need it really bad. So we're just going to do that. And, you know, I think we'll make the room a little bit bigger too. Try to do like a expand as you need it kind of thing here. So there we go. We're making things happen here. Now we got 19,000. I need more minions, so I'm going to actually pay for it. I can't. Because I don't have the lockers for it. All right, we need to buy. Let's buy a locker because it's going to be worth it. We're going to get another locker. I'm going to put that right up back to back with that one. And then I don't know if I can actually afford. I got to see how the money flows here. I need to make sure these two things get built because this takes power as well. Yep, 4 power. And then, of course, they're going to build this. So this is where our staff room is going to be. And the cool thing about the staff room being on this side is it promotes
Distract them for me.
my staff to actually visit this area and cross this, which means they're going to pick them up and try to distract and kick them out sooner than, you know, allowing them to go all the way down this path. At least that's the hope anyway. So let's go ahead and hit distract and distract.
If you can find them.
So we don't have valets yet. That's what we're working on right now by constructing the trainer. So as soon as this trainer is built, which looks like it's going to happen right now. There we go. So with the trainer built, what we want to do is we want to come into our minion training tab, and we can train regular workers, but we also have now unlocked a new tab, and that's deception. There's muscle, deception, and science. Okay, I'm just going to collapse this real quick. Muscle, deception, and science. And each one of these tabs has various different types of minions in it. But the first one we have now are valets. And these are super important for us, especially as Emma, since she has little bonuses to deception. So we're going to try and train 6 valets right now. And that's what we're going to choose to do, right? And so they're going to come over here to get their training as that happens. So I want Emma.
What are our next steps?
Well, Emma's probably going to be needed to stop them from disguising themselves. I kind of want to drop another trap too, but I'll need more power. Like, I'm gonna need even more than this, so I'm gonna drop another power station, I think, here. That's expensive, but we have to do it. So valets are gonna get trained here, right? They come on this side to get training, and once there's a single valet done, that valet can help other valets train, and they'll train faster. So like it's sort of like a, you know, mentorship program or something. So let's get Emma to be on this side.
A trap has been triggered.
And again, we want our minions to kick these guys out. And now that we have a staff room over here, minions are more likely to be in this area. And these guys are going to also come this way first to check out the staff room. That's going to delay them and buy us time to bring them that way too. So the other thing I want to do on this side is I want to get another cafeteria going, or kitchen, or mess hall, whatever you want to call it. And then I also want to get another barracks and stuff going too. So I want there to be a lot of legal, completely no problem areas over here to distract them even further. And that's what we're gonna look to do later on. So we got another optional objective done. Let's go ahead and get that. We've
Rubber bank?
yeah, I love the warning that they give you when you're running out of gold. We've earned $20,000 from schemes so far. We get a $3,000 reward for that. So that's great. And then the only thing we need now is we have to train 3 valets, and we complete this objective, which is going to give us 20 grand, which is beautiful, like a lot of great, beautiful money. So we want to do that too. And then once that's done, we can then go and maybe kidnap somebody else. Yeah. So we're kicking these guys out, right? We're just saying, hey. We're just saying, hey, leave us.
There had better be a good reason for this.
Let me get Emma closer to this one, because this one's kind of getting deep into the hall here. And I don't want them to be able to disguise themselves. There's also an opportunity to capture this one. It's kind of far away from all their friends. If we can capture it before they can get in, that would be really helpful too. So I actually might go capture on this one.
Thinking, indeed.
I think I will, because the less we have to deal with on this distraction, the better, right? So these guys are going to get captured now, right? No, I don't want the valet to do it. Come on, guys, get over here. All right, I'm going to let the valet kick this one out once.
What now?
But if we get one isolated like that again, I think we're going to go for capture instead. All right. So we got $7,000, $8,000. Let's drop another trap right here. And we're going to put it like right here. A little bit of extra cash there. Valet's getting trained. That should be our final one. There we go. So a new type of minion is now available for training. And that's great. So cover operations done. We can now collect the reward.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It shouldn't be. Do you know what we need you to do?
Carry luggage, open doors. I also play a mean game of baccarat.
Do you cheat? I hope so. I have no luggage. All my doors are automatic, and I don't have time for losers.
Nice.
And smile. Make them think there's nothing going on back here.
Yeah, exactly. So valets are incredibly important to our operations because they distract and they give us a reason. They give us a reason to have this island in the first place. Then it's going to also allow us to make money from tourists as well. So this is our front operation. And now that we have valets, we can now go into the cover operation tab, and now there's a bunch of stuff in here, right? So the first couple of things I'm going to build, these are very inexpensive to build. At least 3 of them are. This one's bigger, but it also has the impact of really drawing in a whole bunch of people at once. We're going to do the smaller ones first, and we're going to start with baccarat. And I'm going to get, like, let's say, I want to spread these out a little bit. So I'm going to say we get 1 baccarat table here. We're going to get another one over here and right here. Then we're going to get a couple of roulette tables there, there, and let's say that for now. And I also want a cocktail bar. And we're going to put the cocktail bar right there. And another one right over here. All right. So there's a lot of different things that are happening over here. And I also think we'll probably end up putting a baccarat table over here too. Now, the issue is we're going to need a lot of valets to justify having all of these. All right. So we're going to need to get a whole bunch of valets. Oh, hang on. What's wrong with you? Oh, so if you put things too close, you invalidate a part of the room, and you're not allowed to do that. So I need to move this to where it's not too close. There it is. Okay. So hopefully our minions are going to be able to kick these guys out and distract.
Yes. Way ahead of you.
Valets are a little bit better trained at doing that. than minions are, so they should be a little bit more efficient at it. We'll see. Now that we have a whole bunch of cash, I need to spend it so that we don't get our coffers too big. So I'm going to drop another door right on the other side of this trap. Let's say right here. And then we're going to have another trap there and another one here. And that's a lot of power too. So we're going to need also additional power infrastructure. So we're going to want to expand our power room to be, let's say, a little bit bigger on this side. And we're going to want to move this too. And also a little bit bigger on this side. Let's go about like that. And then we'll drop power there. And I think one more. Ooh, going to go even further. Yeah, let's go even further. We're going to want to move this back a little bit. We'll confirm that for now. That's a lot to do, and I don't want to spend all the money, but I do want to spend a good chunk of it. And then I also think we want 2 cells, if I can afford it. Actually, before we get 2 cells, let's finish the Sanctum, all right? Because getting an inner Sanctum is a pretty good thing. You want that too. So I'll work on that too. And then money-wise, I'm wondering if there's enough to give these. Yeah, actually, I know I'm a little bit scatterbrained, but I'm just, hey, this is my first full playthrough, okay? I think I want this, right? I think I want this instead, the EGTV, and it's a pretty big freaking thing. But it does fit in here. And which direction do I want the television facing? I think I want it to face, like that. There we go. Yes. We're going to put it right like this. Yep.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
So it says we don't have enough gold. We'll see how true that is in a little bit, because we're going to be making gold as we go too, right? So valets are coming out now. We're kicking out the valets. That's really good for us, and we just need to get these tables and stuff set up, because then we can start distracting them with more legitimate things that they don't find suspicious. The fact that we keep kicking them out is not driving down their resolve at all. They're going to keep coming at us until their resolve hits 0. So we want to get rid of their resolve. So the Baccarat tables, this is going to reduce the skill of agents. They're not going to be as good at their job. They're not going to be as observant. They're not going to be as good at disarming traps and stuff, for example, too. Or their disguises won't be as good. So if they play Baccarat with us, we can reduce their skill a little bit. Roulette affects the skill of agents as well. And that's good. What I like, though, is affecting their resolve. And there's a couple of things that do that really well. The cocktail bar hits resolve pretty well on an individual basis. We affect their resolve. But the biggest one, the best one, which is one I'm not going to build just yet because it's just a little specialized, if you will. But the floor show, I want this. And I want this right here. And it's $5,000 and it takes power, which is why I'm kind of holding off on building it yet. But
steal some from the world.
Yeah, it didn't actually build anything. So we've got a couple of traps coming in. We got this door, this extra door coming in. We want to block their vision. And also, I built this. Oh, good. We built that. That's actually good. I mean, we don't want people to leave, right? We want their morale to not go to 0, because otherwise then they'll desert us, and we don't want that. So now we've got some valets. And they're going to come out here and play. They're going to administrate this pretty soon, I would think. I would hope. There we go. So we've got valets here. Now, we can give a valet in any of these tables. We can give a valet one of 2 modes. We can either do reduce agent skill, in which case they're going to target agents and try to really focus on that. Or we can go with scam tourists, in which case they will focus on cheating at the game and trying to make us some additional money as they do. They can't do both, which is a little bit weird. Also, I don't mean to like. Hopefully this gets fixed in the later game, right? I'm hoping when this is released, this is fixed. But as a person who's frequented casinos before and has played some roulette in his day, this person is standing on the wrong side of the table. I'm just saying. So maybe we could fix that as well. But I want some of these tables. Eventually, we're going to have it to where we've got a whole bunch of tables. They're all being filled. They're all being played. Some of them are scamming tourists, earning us money off the top with cheating. And some of them are focusing on agents. So you can see this agent.
Build more generators.
Their resolve is low, but their skill is also dropping. they're just getting distracted, basically. They're getting distracted on their overall mission. Their overall objective is to try to figure out what's going on here. And the better time we show them, the less really involved they are in trying to figure it out. So their skill is reduced, and this is what we want. Their disguises aren't going to be as convincing, and they're not going to be as good at their job. So hopefully that happens, and we can drop the resolve to 0. So I'm going to get...
If I must...
my hero to be out there. My anti-hero to be out there. So now that we've got the valet one done, we need to look at what's next. And I'm thinking big picture thinking, because getting science going and getting researches going is going to be so cool. And there's some really, really important things to progress yourself forward with this tree. So we want to do big picture thinking, and this involves basically capturing a scientist in the world, just sort of like we did with the valet. Let's listen to the story.
Boss, we've been trying all morning, but we need your help solving a problem. This thinking stuff is hard.
I suppose we can't all be towering intellects. Very well. What devious issue requires my attention?
The accent that they use, like the speech, it kind of reminds me of back in the day when I played Fable. You guys remember Fable, The Lost Chapters? Every time I hear this accent, I think that, because I was like, that's the game I played so much when I was growing up.
What are these pieces of string attached to our boots?
Laces. They're laces. Was this your problem? No wonder our research department hasn't been delivering. Time to train some smarter minions.
Okay, so the next step, of course, is let's capture, the best we can anyway, we're going to capture some smarter people. We need to capture some scientists. Are you going to get hit by the trap? And the trap triggers. Nope, they're going to disarm that trap. Now, your skill isn't great, but you're still good enough. But the resolve is low, and maybe they won't see this one. We'll see. Again, we're trying to kick them out, right? And once they get out here, then we can lower their resolve and stuff even more. I actually think I want a cocktail bar over here, if I can get one. Of course I can get one. It's easy. Let's put a cocktail bar like right back here. See if we can distract them with a bar like right here. You kind of want to figure out what their path is. They usually come this way, and usually they'll come around like this, and then they'll come into this room and check it out, and then they'll come back around here, and then they'll either wander this way if they have an adequate amount of distractions, or they'll just wander straight towards you. And so trying to position these things along their path is a cool way to, like, you know, yeah, to distract them permanently. This person is leaving, and that's because the resolve hits 0 and they have no suspicion. So they're going to come back and report basically no findings, which is exactly what we want. So we want to continue to distract them as best we can while also providing lots of cool amenities for our staff, like additional places to eat, for example, because a lot of them are giving me that hungry icon. We want to hire 6 more minions too, which like I could, but I don't have the money, so I'm going to wait. I'd like to train, train even more valets would be nice too. So let me get 2 more valets queued to train, and...
You're running out of gold. Maybe rob a bank?
Well, I mean, I am robbing a bank. As I thought I was. Do we not have any schemes going on here? Yeah, schemes running. Oh yeah, it's this one. Oh, okay, let's cancel this. That's why. The heat's already 0. We're just doing nothing. So let's grab this one and get some money. We wanted to capture that scientist. I probably should have done that instead. We can do it here. So we're generating income here. We're also building heat. There's 12 heat remaining to be built up. And we don't really have 12 heat before we max this out. So we're going to want to stop this anyway. Now that we have that money-making scheme going, we can probably look to cancel this one in a little while. If we get to 10,000 gold, 5,000 gold is all we need for this one. I like these ones. These missions are great. We can spend 5,000 gold with Emma, and we can reduce the heat by 50 just by paying people off, and it only takes 10 seconds. It's a very fast one. Those ones are very nice.
Restored.
It just takes $5,000, so it's, you know, it's expensive. You're spending money, but you're also not losing minions. It doesn't cost you minions, and that's really important too. All right, so do I have any optional objectives I can claim right now? No, hire 6 more minions is what I'm working on. Actually, can I... that one's getting tracked already. there's usually an auto hiring timeline for minions too. So you're gradually hiring more minions over time. I think I'm going to set one of these to scam tourists. This one right here. We're going to have that one scam tourists. And let's have this one scam tourists as well. And I definitely want the cocktail bars focusing on the agent's resolve. Because the resolve is the super critical thing. It doesn't matter how skilled they are. If their resolve drops to 0, they leave.
Available.
Now it says there's a new optional objective. Yeah, most of these are things you're going to do anyway. And you can see this. This is like, you know, scouting the different territories and stuff, right? So, you know, we're going to want to get more of this. So if I can afford it, and I can't right now, but I'd like to expand this all the way out and expand it all the way over like this too. I can't really afford that as much, but we're going to go for it for now because I need to make this bigger. We need to expand this operation, get a lot more networks going because we don't have nearly enough networks. But I think we've managed to get to the point where we can distract agents adequately enough. So I'm going to focus a lot less on distraction at the moment with Emma and get her over here. And
There had better be a good reason.
we're going to start working on her Sanctum pretty quickly here. The inner Sanctum is cool, and we'll look at it once we build it. But this is how you restore your genius's stats, right? So her vitality is a little lower than it should be right now. Her morale is a little lower than it should be right now. These are double bars, and actually the vitality bar is a triple bar. You can see these little diamonds here. So it goes down, then it's going to go down again, then it's going to go down a third time. And morale is kind of the same thing here. It's going to go down once, and then it goes down again because this is an extra. Smart's the same way. So the inner sanctum is a place where she can restore her stats. You need the inner sanctum in order to do that. Let's see, we have 21 minions. Our capacity is 21. That might be one we're not getting anymore. Let's go ahead and get some more lockers. We're gonna go like that and like that and like that, and I think we won't have enough money for this, but we'll earn it over time. At least I hope we will. This trap's not even built yet. And did we get any investigators? No, we earned 20 bucks on that tourist though. Nice. See, I think if we don't have any agents on the map, we should probably do scam tourists. But I want to see, do these guys actually make profit if we're not scamming tourists? It doesn't look like we make any profits at all. So one thing I wish you could do, it's like a quality of life thing, is to have a group toggle for all of these to where I could say, hey, casino, focus on agents right now. Hey, casino, focus on scamming tourists right now. And it would allow me to just have the whole place do one or the other. Or even better is to assign groups and to give me like 2 or 3 groups of different things so that I can focus that. Because right now, you know, tourists come over here, but I missed out on an opportunity to make money. This one's scamming tourists, but this one's reducing agent skill, and people are playing here and not here, and that's just how it is. So I kind of wish also that the valets were smart enough to focus on where it mattered most. If we have an agent on the floor, for example, it'd be really nice if the valets would focus on reducing skill and play the tables that do that. Likewise, if there's no agents, they would move themselves to tables that scam tourists. And just little quality of life things I wish they would take care of. All right. So we have a lot of heat built up here, and I don't want this to max out. So we're going to cancel this. And so that's going to stop the heat buildup. And then we're going to have to focus this one. I need 5,000 gold to do that, though. I could give them the workers. I don't want to give them the workers, though. I think we're going to leave the heat up just a little bit. Oh, man, I really wish I had $5,000, though. It's not going to happen though. That's the problem. All right, we'll send 3 workers for it. 3 workers, I think, is technically. I want to say 3 workers is more expensive than paying the $5,000. I want to say that that's the case, and it also takes a lot longer to do. But if I don't have $5 grand, then I'm kind of limited. Right, but see, now we've got agents showing up, right? Agents are coming on the ship. And so now we'll see how effective we are at deterring them from coming back here. Can we distract them indefinitely so they don't come back here? But if they do come back here, at least they're going to get punched in the face a couple of times on their way in. And that's really what's most important, right? Let's go ahead and cancel this trap for the time being. I want to save up some cash because I need to start expanding my network. And I do have a little bit of power left over, so this is good. So let's go ahead and build another radio. I want to build it over here, I think. There
Not
and...
enough gold to complete this construction.
I know there's not enough gold. We're going to go with 2 more. And if we can build those 2, probably going to need more power to do that, though. Can we fit this in here? We cannot. So I need to go 1 more out of this room. We might as well go 2 more, just to be sure. And then even deeper this way would be better too. And then why don't we take this and move it back even more? I kind of want to put this in a place where I don't have to worry about that. But I'm leaving room for my training room to expand if I need to. So I don't want to dip into this direction if I can avoid it. Let's just move, just do 1 so we make sure that they actually get it done. And then once we have more machines in here, or at least once we have these 2 up, we can then reposition these ones. Because when we reposition them, we lose that broadcast network for it's temporary, but we lose it.
Optional objective complete.
Oh, great. Cool. Let's look at that really quick. Oh, good. So we hired 6 more minions. We get that money. We also built prison tiles. That's interesting. Has this always been there? Maybe the list was just so long that it didn't show up? I don't know. Or maybe that new optional objective showed up and it was already done, so it just immediately completed. That's possible. But this is good news. That means this is going to get built right now. And you know what? That means I can afford this. So let's drop this one too. And then also, since we're doing that, we can also drop an additional power infrastructure. Okay. Excellent. Now, if we're going to fight for a bit, we're going to need hospital and stuff too. We're going to need to be able to provide a little bit of health care, if you will, to our minions to keep them healthy. And we'll look at going into an infirmary. And I think I'm going to put a little one right back here. It doesn't have to be big.
You're running low on power. Build more generators.
I am. They'll do it eventually. And actually, now that I have a little bit of extra cash, these 2 networks are here. So why don't we go ahead and reposition these? And I'm going to put them kind of like up against this, sort of like that. And move this over. Ooh, I got to go deeper in, don't I? Let's try this. Let's move this one up against that wall. Move this one to be right there. We'll start with that, so we keep the 2 up. Because I want to keep 2 networks up. Okay, and then what I want to do from there is we can now reposition this one to be up right next to this. That's better. And then we can slide this one over so it's lined up. Okay, do that now. Okay. And eventually we're going to be able to take out this stone. And that will allow us to expand this way a little more. But for now, we're just going to be expanding this way over time. And this is this is expanding our criminal empire right here. So we're going to want to get even more broadcast towers. I'm going to go like this with 2 more.
Not enough gold
no,
to complete this
I can't go that fast, unfortunately. Okay, never mind. Let's get power up too. And now also I want more valets. Let's get like 12 of them total, so they can really play this area. So let's take a look really quick. We've got some agents. They're already playing. We're already reducing their skill. But I want to go ahead and mark them for deception.
I need you to find and distract that intruder.
For distraction anyway, right?
There's an intruder here.
And there we go.
Distract them for me.
There's only 5 this time. And see, some of them might go that way. Some of them might go this way. It looks like they're all going to come this way now. Okay. These 2 got distracted. That's nice. So we're only going to have to deal with these 3 at the moment. And they're going to come in here and maybe trip the traps. Let's go back and get...
Yes.
Let's go get our genius.
A trap has been...
Way ahead of you.
And get her involved there so that they can't disguise themselves. We're getting more power put in here. And once that power is in, we can go ahead and drop another one of these. Okay. So now that we have the broadcast networks, though, let's go ahead and infiltrate and get our network actually set up. So we can go to the islands over here. We can go over here. But I want to get a scientist, right? That's something that's got to happen. And, you know, our heat's kind of low at the moment. Nah, I'll let that play out. Yeah, actually, let's go after Patriot. We're going to scout that zone. And I just want to stay away from these guys because they're really close to me. Let's go to the islands. There's a scientist over here. Okay, good. So it's going to expand our criminal empire just a little bit. How about we do this one? I'm going to need it, so we'll just put the one more power in there anyway. Expanding power is never really a waste. All of our minions are leaving. Look at them all.
Out of gold.
Everyone's leaving. Yeah, let's take a look at optionals. Okay, we can't complete any necessarily yet. Complete any smash scheme. I think that's what we're working on right now, right? This is smash schemes. Smash is... Oh, no. Smash is over here. Yeah, like I don't really want to go over there. I don't know if it necessarily matters, but I think completing a scheme in other places. Complete... Kill an investigator. We could totally do that. We can get one of those guys. So to do that, I'm going to try to distract one of them. We're going to isolate one. And then we're going to try to capture. If we can capture, then we eventually will kill them after we interrogate them.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
But first they have to get past. First they have to get in, and they're not getting in because of our valets being so awesome. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, good. So once you get the valet set up, it becomes a lot easier once you get your front operation set up, which is why I think going covert operations, especially with Emma.
What are our next steps?
It's just
a new criminal network has been established.
Her specials and stuff revolve around deception. All right, let's have somebody go get a scientist.
Spend less, or steal more.
Let's have somebody go get that. And then I think we can go ahead and stop this scheme. We've dropped the heat enough, I think. And let's go after something that generates some gold, if we can. So we've got 9 heat, and we can just add 15 by... No, what's this one? Let's do this one instead. We're going to grab that one. So we're going to generate some more gold there. This network is almost set up.
A new criminal network has been established.
And we can immediately start earning gold by doing that one. Okay. So we're going to get some money here, right? Expand our criminal empire. Pay for our expansions. Is what we need to do. And I think, actually, I need more minions for this. So let's expand this a little bit. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. Maybe we can also go a little bit deeper with it.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
We'll have it. Don't worry. We're totally going to have it. And also, we're expanding power already. That's already queued up. And you know what? We're going to need another cell, too. So as we get more cash, we should work on getting a cell. I think this is going to be our capture target because he's right here. He's coming in, and he's kind of separated from his friends. Sort of. He doesn't have a whole lot of resolve left, actually, but he's also low on health. What about this one? If you stop at the bar, I think your resolve goes to none. Yeah, I think we go ahead and capture this guy. If we can. Now he's been escorted out. Well, we have to have one of them be marked as capture. Would have been nice maybe to get the one that was lower on health. If they come back, we totally need to capture them. Because getting the intel is good too. Yeah, they're just getting ejected. See, their resolve is nothing. He's like, all right, I'm out of here. This isn't worth my time anymore. And they're like, beat it. Okay, fine. So now we're not getting hit by these investigators much anymore at all.
All part of the plan.
Okay, yeah, I still want to get her a Sanctum. Still working on that. And then we're kidnapping a scientist right now. And that's what our gel cell is going to be used for, is kidnapping the scientist. But now I have the money, I think, to put another one in. So let's put another cell in. That way we can capture the scientist and agents. Get both of them, hopefully. Scientist has just arrived on the island.
You're running out of gold.
I think the agents are just, yeah, agents are gone. So now, no heat on us at this point. We want to do another operation that gets us money. So that would be this one. Seems good. We have 20 heat buildup, and we have 20 heat. We can take it. Let's grab that one. So we should be earning money like really good now. And then we can expand even further with the 3,000 we have right now. We can go ahead and drop another one of these radio towers. Expand it even further. We're going to get low on power, so we're going to want to also get power put in. Oh. Why? Huh? That's weird. Oh, you know what? It's the wrong... Is it the wrong room type? Is that why? No. It just flat won't let me do it. Oh, you know what? Maybe
You're running out of gold.
Maybe it will prevent somebody from accessing
Rob a
this.
bank?
And that's why. Maybe I have to put a space between them. Or I could just go a little bit more on this side and put a space on this side instead. Does that work? Yes. Okay.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
Oh, we'll have it by the time we need to complete it. Don't you worry. All right. The scientist is on the base. Where are they? Should be getting guided. Here they are. Crazy looking Stuart Dane. I can't rename people. I want to. As a creator, it's always nice to be able to incorporate, let's say, like your viewers into your games, but you can't rename people here. At least not yet.
You're running low on power. Build
And
more
you know,
generators.
I don't have the money yet, but I will. And as soon as I have enough money, I'm gonna drop down one of those stages right here because it's a really effective way to quickly get their resolve lower. They just come in and they hear somebody singing, and it's just like, oh, I gotta go check that show out. So I'm gonna go and put that. I kind of feel like right here. Yeah, we'll go even further, even closer, like right here.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
So we'll queue it up. And this is already built out. Nice. I probably could have waited on this until I was ready to put beds. It's not until you see all your beds full all the time that you really need to worry about beds, because beds are temporary. Everybody uses them. You don't need one bed per minion. You just need one locker per minion.
An intruder has been captured.
Sweet. Scientist is in the cell. So when his resolve drops to 0, and it already is, we're going to go ahead and have you be interrogated. And I want to watch the interrogation because this thing is funny. Like, we haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it yet, let's look at it. So they sit them in this chair. And then this thing, like, beats them senseless. Think of it like a giant mechanized powder room, ladies. Except it's a little bit too aggressive with what it does.
You're running out of gold. Maybe
Intense
steal
light?
less.
No, does that
Or
not work for you?
steal more.
They're getting tickled. They're getting tickled. Oh, I didn't do the head beat thing.
The
Okay, never
intruder
mind.
has given us this.
It's a different interrogation for each person. That's cool. Never mind. I've seen interrogations where this thing would just like smack them in the face. I think that's what happens to enemy agents. In any case, we now have the ability to train scientists. So here's the scientist. We're going to bump this up to at least 3 because that's what the big picture thing is going to require us to do. But we also need to get a training facility set up for that. So now we've unlocked the scientist trainer. And for that, I can just fit this in really like right here. I don't know which one is where they get trained and which one is which one's the trainer and which one's the trainee. I don't know. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I guess. We're going to expand this out anyway because this is going to block the room. So we have to expand this room anyway. So let's build this a little bit bigger. Say we'll go that way with it. And then we'll want to move this and just kind of make it This will work. Oh, it won't work. We'll move this then. Move this down to here. Oh, interesting. You can click and drag and rotate with click and drag. I didn't know that. Now I do. Cool. We're going to do that instead. Okay, let them get on that. And then Emma has that thing where she can say, hey, prioritize stuff in this area, people. So she's going to walk over here and do that area of effect buff.
This done now.
And this is going to make everything in this area a priority for everybody. Of course, she is also standing exactly where that needs to be done, but I'll move her. Okay, so once we get to 5K, I'm hoping that triggers this to be made. To be... No, we've got other things that are a bigger priority, I guess. I also like... They'll actually sing, and you can hear them sing, but that it sounds... It's like Alvin and the Chipmunks, okay? When they sing, and then you speed up time. By the way, I wish I could, like, disable or otherwise make the sound of fast forward go away. Or at least be lower volume. Because if you play at high speed a lot, it gets a little annoying hearing it constantly. Let's look at... We'll set up our infirmary. It's not necessary yet. Never mind. It's not required yet. Is she able to...
I'm thinking.
I want to see this little... There it goes. Okay. So they're already on their way to do it. And
If
I'm
I
just going to save her morale. So doing that ability, it costs her morale, right? So slowly being dwindled down. And you need the Sanctum in order to replenish that. So we have a little bit of cash coming in now. I think we work on the Sanctum. So for the Sanctum, I'm going to make it this
Not
big
enough gold to complete this
to start out
construction.
with. And we're going to put the door right here. Like, I can't decide if I want the desk to be super centered or not. Maybe I want the desk to be centered in the office. We'll start with this for now. We'll get that started. It's a place for her. And
A
each
scheme has succeeded.
each one of these...
What are our next steps?
Each genius has their own unique look for the Sanctum. It matches their personality. It's really kind of cool. Like Max's is all gold, you know? Scheme has succeeded. So this one doesn't have any schemes running. The heat buildup is currently 24. So I don't want that one. I can afford this one though, so let's launch that. And I think we're okay on stuff right now. This is going to take a little bit of power. The Sanctum chair will draw some power as well. So I think we're okay with what we've got. And then right here. So this always reduces resolve. It doesn't... Nobody pays for this show. Okay, so this isn't something we can switch modes on. But it's really... I think it's really cool because we can... they come in... They always come in here. And when they come in here, we just get them right away. Are there agents here? I thought there were agents incoming. But I don't see any, so I'm... Oh, there they are. Do we want to tag them?
I need that intruder. Discovered and distracted.
Let's get them distracted.
Locate
Okay.
and
They're all
distract
tagged.
that
Now, we don't have
intruder.
anybody singing here yet, unfortunately, so we can't draw them right away. You have to actually have somebody singing here. But hopefully they'll get picked up by the other things, too. We've got
Task complete.
resolve reductions there, scamming tourists. We got agent reductions here. If they come through this side, look. There. So we're going to start hitting her skill right away. That's kind of nice. Okay, so all that's happening. Hopefully we get to the point where, at least in the short term, until the agents begin to get better at their job anyway, we get to the point where we can just sort of let that go and not worry about it as much. Is there a scheme running here? Yep, there is. Schemes running there, schemes running here, schemes running here. I wish this was more obvious. Well, maybe it is. Okay, I think it's this broadcast thing. This pulsing. That's what... I think that's the signal. Okay. I have never noticed it. Now that I do. I always thought it was an indication that the heat was high. And it might be, actually. an indicator of higher heat. I don't know. These all have roughly the same heat and the same pulsing. So I'm not sure. But this one's got 32, so I can afford to do none of these. Let's actually spend the 10. That'll reduce it like right now, so the heat will go down. I want to see. Does this thing flash really fast at me when this scheme is over with?
A scheme has succeeded.
It does. Okay, so fast pulsing means... Got it. I didn't really notice that visual cue until now. I think pretty much it's because every time I've looked at these, it's always had really high heat, and I think I just associated it with that.
Steal some from the world.
So we're gonna go ahead and do that scheme. And that 10,000 is nice because you don't have to use any of your minions for it. And you'll notice, like, we don't even need a vault yet, right? I have not built a vault at all, right? Because we're constantly spending the money. We're never getting to 40,000. At least not yet. And actually, you know, I'm going to expand this even further. We're going to put in some additional... I want additional minion capacity here. I think I'm going to go... Yeah, we'll go like this. This. Like...
A trap has been triggered.
This. Confirm that. Okay, so that's going to take up all of our money. All right, so they're starting to come in.
Not enough gold to complete.
We're getting
this
people
construction.
kind of hitting traps. We're going to stop them at the door. Remember, if we kill one of them, we get a bonus objective. Speaking of which, let's check those bonuses. Yeah, we can do this. Nicely done. There is more than just these. These will pile up, I guess, and you can't see them all. There's also doesn't seem to be a scrolling function to see more. So... I guess it's just a matter of doing them.
Optional objective available.
Yeah, the new one's already available, but I can't see it. So we could probably capture this one. Capturing is very good. Are we training scientists or no? Hey, can we train them or no? Hello? Maybe they're just too busy doing other things. I think that's what it is. There's just too many of them doing other things at the moment. I'd like to capture one of these guys, though, if possible. So I'm going to have to find them. If their resolve isn't already completely shook. So in the first video, I talked about, like, there's a huge difficulty difference between not tutorial and tutorial. But there is a point in which that's moot. And I think we're around that point now. Right? We're around the point where once you get this established, it becomes a lot easier. I know a lot of people in the Discord and stuff were agreeing with me because we had a lot of talking about this in the ambassador Discord, I guess. Ready? Chipmunks.
Scheme has succeeded.
It's even more chipmunky for the female singers because their voice is already a little higher. Okay, so if we can kick out 2 of these guys, I'd like to capture one of them. But before we do that, let me see which region needs my attention. Blip, 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 blip. There it is. Okay, so this one's got really high heat buildup. We're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and just pay the gold to reduce that heat. And after that is done, we're going to then go ahead and pick a different one in this area. Just got to wait for it to show up. There we go. And this one's good. Let's grab that one. Okay. So we're going to keep making money there. But if we can get one of these guys captured, man, would that be nice. Let's grab...
What
yeah,
now?
Let's grab our genius and bring her over here. She's going to participate in whatever combat we have to deal with here. These guys are going to be like, hey, kick them out, kick them out. We're like, okay, that's fine. Yeah. No big deal. It's all good, man. And then if they come in again, right, then we'll get them then. All right, so we're making money. You can see how fast that's coming in, right? And I can get another broadcast network, but I'm also going to need more power eventually, too. Let me get one more radio repeater right here. And... we'll also expand our power grid just a little bit more by going like that. There we go. We've already interrogated. We're not getting scientists made. I'm wondering why not. Is it just not enough room or like what? I wonder if it's a room thing. It didn't tell me there was any problems with the room, but if I just do this, there's space all the way around this now, so maybe that'll help it. And that's our bed. We're not fully using our beds. This person needs health. Okay, her vitality is really low. Let's get our hospital set up, and I think we're gonna do that over here. So they have a staff room, all that stuff happens, and then we need our hospital. So we're gonna punch into the infirmary here really quick, and I'm just gonna go about like this. It doesn't have to be very big. You're not gonna use very much of it, especially if you're working on deception more often than not. So I'm gonna just go with this one.
Gold to complete this
For now, we're gonna put one of those little medical beds in, but that's gonna be enough to where the people who have low vitality can at least get healed. Your genius, by the way, cannot use those. Okay, hold on. Is this the right time? These guys are all leaving. Yeah, I think this is the right time. Let's go ahead and take this guy.
I need that time.
We're gonna capture this one instead.
Way ahead of you.
Oh, I can't. Oh, why?
I'll capture them myself.
Okay, well, we're gonna capture them out in the open now, which isn't great, but it is what it is. Let's get him. Oh, really? You're not gonna help me? Okay, so Deirdre's traveling for a scheme. Anyway, we captured him. So your genius can fight too, as you can see. And they're pretty effective at fighting. Like, they do obviously take damage, but they're pretty effective because they have a lot more health usually. So we've got this guy captured, and hopefully one of our minions will come over here and actually escort him to his cell.
You're running low on power. Build more generators.
Which one of you are going to do that for me? There you go.
Yes.
All right,
Get
good.
on with it.
And we've got gold, I think, to do this.
All part of the plan.
Wait, we've captured the one, and then the other one's getting kicked out right now. Yeah, nice. And then this is going to get put in. We have the power to support it. This thing takes 10 power. It's very power heavy. I also kind of wish, and I guess I understand why they don't do it this way, but I sort of wish these objects would only use their power when they're in use. I understand, like give me batteries to you know, like any other game where you have a power management system. I feel like the building should only use, like, this bed should not constantly draw 10 power.
You're running low on power.
But what I can do is, if nobody needs to use it, then I can just go ahead and, you know, I can cut the power on and off. I just wish I didn't have to do that. Like, more automated would be nice. Maybe there's research later that'll help me out on that. I don't know. We're going to bring the genius all the way over here to help with the interrogation on this agent. And then I'm still waiting for training. Like, why is this not happening? Do I have to move this thing? Is it not in the right position? Like, how's this? Like, what's going on with this? Can we have training or not? I'm actually just going to have the genius come over here.
If I must.
We're going to use her morale a little bit to help accelerate this.
Power restore
Immediately.
Guys,
if
train.
not sooner.
Train scientists. There we go. Now there's a little progress bar.
Has been subdued and captured.
This progress bar in training here. Okay. And then we've got the agent in here. Their resolve is already nothing, so let's bring them in. And sometimes agents will restrict you, or not restrict, resist you sometimes. And when they resist you, it's like there's a fight that'll have, you have to recapture them. So if I can help it, and I'm not going to right now because I really want to focus on scientist training, but if I can help it, I'll usually put the genius in this room too, just so they can help out, because sometimes your minions aren't very strong against the agent. Oh, look at this. Like, hey, how do you like the explosives in your lap? Tell us what you know. Are you drawing on his face? What is this? The chair is so... Oh, see?
Interrogation has succeeded.
No, he succeeded.
On the world stage.
Okay, cool. So he's dead. He dies after the interrogation, which means we also have killed an investigator. So now we can claim that reward. Let's go ahead and do that. And right there. Excellent. And we're going to get scientists trained up now.
I'm way ahead of you.
And now that we have $14,000, right? We're not even gonna build money. We're gonna go right for the Sanctum. And we're going to build this awesome, impressive desk. It's so cool. Right here. And then I also need a door to her office.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
Oh, that's awesome. And then we're also going to put in more power because we need to expand that too. Yeah, let's just do that. There we go.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
We now have big picture thinking done. This is going to enable us to hire and train scientists. Not hire, but train scientists so we can start working on the tech tree.
I'm ready to uncover the mysteries of the universe for you, boss. What do you want me to research?
Interesting word, research. Implies you're searching for something a second time. You better not be charging me for the same work twice.
All right, cool. So now we need to get our lab up and running. We're going to do that. I think I'm going to do that over here in this little spot. So we'll have a corridor that runs up this way and then back into here. And we can also sort of protect our lab with a couple of traps and stuff that way too. But that stuff is going to happen next video because, man, this video is running a little long now, isn't it? I hope you guys are enjoying Evil Genius 2. I know I am. We're going to get If It Ain't Broke next. This is going to be our quest to get technicians, which can help maintain your stuff so they don't break down and they run efficiently and all that stuff. It's very nice to have technicians around. We're going to have quite a few of them. We have somebody using the medical bench now, getting themselves cared for. Very nice. So in any case, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you like the next one too. We'll see ya. Bye.